This is Bryson Fowler, Boss Talks on the Rooftop. We are here live at Pendulum Cigar Lounge, and I have the greatest honor of introducing one of the major news brands out of the Carolinas, the Black Stogie Cigar Company, Mr. Eden and Keith to my left here. What's going on, family?
Hey, what's up with you, King? What's good? What's good? Kingpin in the building.
Come on, man. We got to give a little more energy than that, baby.
Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, man?
You know we here.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah. Hey, I gotta get them more comfortable in that. We ain't been drinking yet, so we're about to start drinking. So, y'all, when y'all come into Pendulum, head to the bar, head to the humidor, head to the humidor, head to the bar, or vice versa. Humidor, bar, humidor. Either one. See it both, because you got the bar, they got top shelf liquor at the bar, they got top shelf cigars, Black Stogie cigar line in the humidor. So, fellas.
For sure.
First time, Fort Worth, Texas.
First time.
First time. Yeah. What you think?
Man, we've been all over Fort Worth today. We've been out there. We've been in them streets.
Really?
Yeah, man. We had to get out there and check out some things. We went, had some lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it, earlier. Still full. I had to try that,
large
Texas
portions
barbecue.
out here, man. Oh, where'd you go?
Goldie.
Oh,
Goldie.
yeah.
Goldie.
Hey, shout out to Goldie, man. Hey, you gonna get you something good at Goldie. Like, Texas barbecue is bar none the best out there. I can't even say like Memphis is a close second, and then I will say even Kansas City is right there with it. But Texas, we do the meats right.
We was all back there in the pits and everything with the owner of the company. We took pictures with the owner and everything. So we was in there.
Oh, y'all got ingratiated, right? That's love right there. That's love. So, what's your go-to in barbecue? Because we'll get to your cigars. I want to know what your palate's like on the barbecue side.
So, man, one thing, I'm from North Carolina, so I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. Actually, I'm from Pikeville, North Carolina, which is a little bit more country than Raleigh. But, so back home, we call barbecue pork barbecue. Like, we don't call nothing else barbecue. Right?
Really?
So, I know there's a difference here in Texas where barbecue is barbecue. So,
yeah. Like, explain to me what pork barbecue is.
So, back home, we do the whole hog pork barbecue. We cook the whole pig, chop the whole pig up, skin and all.
Y'all put it in the dirt or not?
We used to. We don't really do it like that now because of just time. But, we used to do the pits in the ground.
Yeah.
But now we do a lot of, still do smoke. Some people do the gas, but that's what we call barbecue.
Yeah.
So here, I knew it was different. So my go-to, which I didn't get today, is that beef rib, man. Man, I saw that thing. I was like, I want that beef rib.
Man.
But I let it slide, so I wanted to talk some other stuff.
Man, well, they got the trending thing, tenderism going on. Tenderism. I throw my glasses if they didn't cost so damn much.
Exactly.
I throw my goddamn glasses, boy. I tell you.
But that brisket was on point.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of what else I had? I had the brisket. I had the pork belly, and I tried the ribs, pork ribs. So it was all good.
Oh yeah. Come on, Eden. Tell what's your go-to, baby?
Honestly, for me, don't push me off the stage, but I'm a non-pork, non-beef eater. So I had the turkey, and look, grade A. It was smoked to perfection, juicy, succulent, and they make a homemade bread to go with it. I'm a bread eater, so I love it. It was dope.
Y'all see my face?
Yeah.
Turkey.
Really?
Really? Turkey. Like, you're the guy that likes Thanksgiving. Like, who cares about Thanksgiving is for people who like sides. You know, like if you really like sides, like I'm not. People like, oh, mac and cheese and greens, and I'm like, man, hey, where's the meats? No, Diddy, what are we eating? And what? Oh, we got turkey. I'm not coming. I'm not coming. Don't even worry about it. Is the game gonna be on? I'm outside smoking a black Stogie cigar,
No doubt.
and I'm watching the game. You know what I'm saying? My Cowboys won on Thanksgiving, so I'm cool with that.
Okay.
So it was a good Thanksgiving for me. So, Black Stogie cigar line. Why Black Stogie cigar line?
Why not? That's the truth.
That's fair. That's fair.
So a little bit about Black Stogies. We got started back in 2020. I used to own a store down in Raleigh, North Carolina. And we were trying to, Keith came around the corner and he was smoking a cigar. And I was like, you know what, Keith? This is something that's very spectacular. This is something that we can have conversation, cocktails, and bring people together. And that's what we did. So back in 2020, I used to own a store. Shout out to everybody that was part of that journey. But at that time, Keith came around the corner smoking a cigar. And I was trying to figure out what to put into the store. And Keith was smoking a cigar, and the location where he was at, you know, everybody came together in unity. So I was like, Keith, let's do something. Let's start, you know, expressing ourselves through some sticks. And next thing you know, that's how we got started.
Man, how great and sweet it is for brothers to dwell in unity.
In unity, for
In
sure,
unity.
for sure.
Let's go. So, your line is based off of everybody getting together under camaraderie, right? And just enjoying the leaf.
That's why we call it Cigars From The Soul. That's our slogan.
Man, see, I love that. I love that. So, when you're smoking the leaf, what are you mostly relaxing, contemplating, game planning? Which ones are your lineup for?
So, all the above and everything else with me. So I smoke probably, on average, probably 4 to 5 a day, depending on my day and what I got going on. Like today, I only smoke, this is my second cigar, but I've been kind of out and about. But
Right.
if I'm at home, you know, I normally smoke, you know, smoke in the morning. I have a lunch stick, and then at night, depending on what I'm watching on TV, whether I'm watching Landman or, you know, some of my other shows I like to watch, Billy Bob Thornton. But I will smoke sometimes a couple.
Yeah.
And also depending on if we're on the phone, he calls me to smoke an additional stick sometimes because we're on the phone talking about business,
Yeah.
trying to figure some things out.
Right.
You know, so it all depends.
Right.
But I want to go back to how we started. The other thing was I used to go to different cities like Atlanta, Georgia, and I used to go to the humidor and I used to look, and there was one particular lounge which we're in now, City Cigar Club, shout out.
Shout out.
And
Yeah.
Hey,
I went in there.
that's home every time I go to Atlanta.
Oh,
them,
yeah.
them and good fellas.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I have a good time at City Cigar
What
Club.
up, Lonzo?
Yeah.
So I went in there and he had a black section, and it really intrigued me. I was like, I've never seen a black cigar section. Like, I don't think I knew there was that many black cigar companies at the time. So I just picked up pretty much all of them, and I, you know, took them back and started smoking them, and then I just found one that I liked the wrapper on it, kind of caught my attention. Reached out and started actually purchasing from that company and selling those cigars.
Right.
You know, and hence the name Black Stogies. We actually started out, you know, with that, as well as when we started doing vending, when we started selling cigars, we were trying to sell cigars, you know, black company cigars.
Right.
We were reaching out to other companies trying to get their product so that we could sell when we were out vending. Because we kind of started out as a vendor.
Oh, okay.
And it was a little difficult. You
Yeah.
know? Some companies wasn't responsive. We had to kind of keep trying to find the right person. So it kind of didn't go that way like we had planned, but you know, we went on a different course.
So you had to pivot.
Had to pivot.
Yeah.
Now we're here. Now we're here.
See, but you already had the practice though, right? The practice of actually going out there vending and then getting in the motion of actually selling cigars. And then you were able to start out with promoting someone else's brand, and then you were able to mature that into yours.
Yep.
With that, how's that transition?
It was amazing, man. I remember, honestly, the very first time where I was in Raleigh doing an event, and I looked at my table after setting it up, and I saw all my cigars on the table. And it was one of those most prolific moments of like pure blessing in the skies. Like we reached that point. When we originally got into the business, and shout out to our factory in Nicaragua, we started working with a small factory because we wanted to have full control of everything. We wanted to be able to pick out brands, pick out tobacco, pick out wrappers and leaves. And when we did that, of course, it was a little difficult in the beginning because we couldn't find boxes and different things of that nature.
Right.
So we had an amazing product, but we needed to display it very, very well.
Right.
And as Keith tell you, I'll call at 3 o'clock in the morning when that idea hit me in my mind. And it hit me. I found the boxes, we put it together, we got a design, and then we made the complete package. But I remember that day, and we put that package together on that table for the very first time.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Wow, that's powerful. Now, with going into your packaging and understanding the display, right? Because I see you have a beautiful setup here at Pendulum Cigar Lounge. What was that like in understanding like you needed to have a quality box? Because you have beautiful boxes that house your cigars, and it stands out in the humidor here at Pendulum, which has a black section line. They promote a lot of the black cigar companies. I was introduced to you guys through Pendulum, so it's phenomenal to see other lounges that have that. What was that like for you going into the design of your boxes?
Well, I'll let him talk about the design of the box. But let me tell you how we got, before we got to the design of the box. Like I said, we had a nice product, you know, we had nothing to put them in. So we looked, searched and looked. We looked locally, we looked internationally, we looked everywhere to try to find boxes that would work for us. And we couldn't find anything, but we found something that we were like, well, let's try this. So we ordered a whole stack of like cardboard boxes, different sizes. Like you fold them up, put them together.
Right.
Just straight cardboard. And we started using them, but we knew that wasn't what we needed, right? It was just something to get us started. And it wasn't very long after we had ordered those that we actually was able to actually find a box company that could produce our boxes. So we ended up having a whole stack of boxes of cardboard in his garage and in my garage. So,
well, they're shipping. Now we're using them for shipping.
Exactly. But he can tell you about the actual design of the box, how he came up with it.
Okay.
So the box is kind of like evolved. So we knew in North Carolina, we knew we had Frank Brothers, Cap Alpha Keith Sapphire in the building. Hey. Stars and everybody.
Hey.
Shriners, Chris Hall affiliated. And what we knew, I decided to put our picture in the box. Because I wanted to brand us a little bit in the beginning so people to know, hey, this is a black cigar company without knowing it. So I had pictures of us in the box at first.
Wow.
So everybody started knowing it. So North Carolina's home. Shout out to Abby, our home lounge, but North Carolina's home. So we wanted to start with home lounge, you know what I mean?
Right.
So once we did that, after a while, everybody started knowing who we were, so they wanted to try the product. So with the box, it evolved by changing. They were all black, everything we had. All black, was black Stogies.
Right.
And then eventually the neck went to almost like the chair we sit.
Yeah.
Right.
The green. And then we ended up going to, by accident. The mint condition box is beautiful. It stands out in any humidor. So we went to TPE out in Vegas. And there was an accident with the box factory with the color. But when we saw it, we was like, no, that's not an accident. This is God said. This is what we need to have.
Right. Right.
So then the mint box turned to green, the mint conditioning, and the chocolate tie turned to brown. And then our signature cigar is the Black Knight. So the leaf is negro. It's very, very dark ornate leaf. So we didn't want to have black on black. So we turned that box to white. And once you open that box, it displays just amazing.
Wow.
And then we eventually took the pictures outside and we did the underlids. And we want the people to know what the cigar was that we bought.
Yeah.
So that's why we made sure that the underlids match the name of the cigars, people know what we get.
Right.
Shout out to iBlast, brother Captain Officer, my chapter brother. He does all the artwork and everything for us.
Man, that's awesome.
And we took the pictures out because our thought process was, okay, people know us in our area, you know, they see us, so they kind of made that connection. But we're now on our phase of moving outside of North Carolina.
Right.
Where people don't know us.
Right.
So we said, well, let's take those pictures out and let's put the names in there. So when it's displayed, you can very clearly see what that cigar is.
Right. So, mint condition. I gotta ask, are you a fan of the group Mint Condition?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Best band in the land.
Because I mean, I had to ask. I'm like Mint Condition, like all I'm thinking of going back and all the old songs and groove and vibing out. So, how'd you come up with the name?
Not just Mint Condition, so all of them have a very unique name that sticks out for something, you know, within our lives. So we're so loud. Mint Condition, there's all the blending and creating the cigars. And out of the blue, he just said, I want something that's a mint. No one's never had a mint cigar. You want something to stick out, to just be totally different. So we went to our master roller, looking at the job factory, and we told him we want to do mint.
Right.
And that's how it came about. It was an idea all for people.
Wow. Now, they're not infused. They're actual, like, they have hints of the flavors, right?
Yep. So the mint condition is not infused or sweet, so to speak.
Right.
It has essence of mint.
I like
the
that.
duration of the cigar.
That man's smooth, boy.
You like that word?
Yeah, essence. Has essence. Black excellence has essence. I love that. See, I'm gonna start saying that from now on. I'm stealing that.
Oh, that's so appreciated.
Yeah, I'm still in that. but keep telling me about the names. How you come up with the name with, like, especially with the Black Knight.
Okay. So the Black Knight, it's unique. So in the beginning, when we attempted to get into this business, some people came along and were willing to extend gratitude and homage and point us in the direction, but it was more so is getting in this business is tough. Okay, right. I get it, but we need a little more.
Right.
You know, or when we ask where you get your boxes from, you know, we just need the introduction. Oh, I get it from here, and we reach out, and it's dead end.
Right.
So the Black Knight, if you play chess, the Knight is one of the strongest pieces on the board.
Right.
Also, the Knight moves in an L shape, and it actually can jump over pieces.
Right.
So when I thought about the name Black Knight and the chess piece, we wasn't going to let anybody stop us. We wanted to be able to move forward, backwards, and over.
Right.
To accomplish where we need to go. So that's how we came up with Black Knight.
Man. So you've been having to create your own relationships.
Definitely.
Right. So talk about creating your relationships with your blender and creating, because like the example of creating your relationship with the box makers.
Okay.
Right. Because you know you try and connect people and network, right? And sometimes like my favors won't be your favors, and your favors won't be my favors. Like you like, hey, I use this guy, but you be like, we not mixing well. So what has that been? What has that been like for? This is for you, Keith, because I'm gonna make you talk too.
Yeah. No
So, what is that like with creating your connections with your blends when you found your factory in Nicaragua?
So I'm a big, I'm old school a little bit. So I believe in, let's sit down and have a meeting. I understand sometimes you gotta do digital, you have to do FaceTime, you have to do Zoom, but I believe in sitting down face to face so I can look at you in your eyes, right? I want to see your responses. I want to see your body movements. I read all that, right? So we actually started with our factory over FaceTime, right? Because he's in Nicaragua.
Right.
So we had conversation, but we kept saying, look, we gotta go. We're coming. We kept telling them we're coming, right? And it took a while. We were supposed to have been going like the year before, but it didn't work out. So we said, look, we gotta go. We have the number 5 that was about to drop. Right?
I'm smoking the number 5 right now, guys.
If you haven't tried it, you gotta try it. The number 5. We'll tell you about that in a second.
Yeah. We gotta get into that.
The number 5 was about to drop, but we wanted to go over there to finish and complete it, to finish the blending, make sure it's what we wanted, make sure that it was up to our expectation. So we booked the flight, booked the room, went to Nicaragua. And we met the owner of the factory. Shout out to Raul again. What up, Raul? He came, picked us up in the airport. We cleared the schedule, picked us up in the airport, drove us 3 hours and some change back to Esteli. And that's where we went to the factory and hung out, met all these people at the factory, and just kind of build some relationships.
Right.
We was there for about 5 days, so he took care of us for 5 days.
Man,
and
that's hospitality.
That is hospitality, and you don't see that very often for someone to clear their schedule, drive 3 hours one way, 3 hours back, pick you up, take you to your hotel, and just make sure it was good.
And see, that's real testament to like really creating that relationship.
Cigars From The Soul.
Yeah, man. Cause like 3 hours in the car, like you're bound to get a real conversation out of that. And like you got 3 hours there, and then now we're gonna spend 5 days together. Cause normally you can play around with how you gonna spend time with people, right?
Oh yeah.
But like if we're isolated in this vehicle, like we're elbow to elbow, and I gotta trust that you're gonna drive me where we're gonna be. I'm gonna make you talk to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta talk to me. I don't care if there's a language barrier. We don't Google on our phones. How's the service there, by the way?
The service as far as people service?
No, the cell phone service. Because I'm thinking about using Google Translate. Do y'all speak Spanish?
Not fluently, but Google Translate. And
Yeah.
He speaks it as well too. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's a little barrier, but we can bridge that gap.
Yeah.
He speaks pretty good English, and sometimes we say things, and when we on FaceTime, and I see him stop, be like, trying to figure out what words to use.
Right.
But it's been pretty. It's not too much of a barrier.
Right.
So.
Well, conversation rules the nation. So we're trying to figure out how can you understand me and I understand you.
That's right.
Right.
But the cell phones work fine over there. Like we had no problem with that.
Man, see, because I went to Colombia and the only thing that worked for me was WhatsApp. I couldn't do anything else. I had to be on Wi-Fi and WhatsApp, and that's how I was communicating the whole way. And I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I'm pretty decent.
Right.
So it's one of those things like, okay, well, if I'm missing a word, I couldn't go back and Google it. So I was wondering, like in Nicaragua, how does that work for you?
And a lot of people speak English in Nicaragua.
Yeah.
But the ones that don't, like you said, you gotta use WhatsApp. You gotta use Google Translate to communicate. But the cool thing about it is everybody's so cool and laid back there. They start usually about 6 in the morning. I mean, it's busy.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing what they're doing all over. And then maybe about 6 at night, shuts down.
Yeah.
Streets get quiet.
I like that. I like that.
So let me further elaborate. It was amazing to me, right, to see the work ethic that they displayed over there, right? People ride motorcycles, like for work,
Yeah.
for business, for pleasure, for whatever, to get around.
Yeah.
We've seen motorcycles with platforms built on the back, and they have 40, 60-pound propane tanks that they're transporting. And I'm looking at this like, how is it not flipping over? Like,
Right.
but they make a way. When they build houses, they are building the houses from scratch.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. They're not ordering beams and 6x6s or any of that. They are building it with wire and steel rods and making the foundation.
Right.
No drills, no
amazing.
hammers, none of that. Like a spear, almost like a metal spear to break up the rock
Really.
by hand.
Chisel.
Like they said, there wasn't any sound of metallic tools.
Yeah. See there, don't get me started.
We got it.
Yeah, we got it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you know,
For sure.
A1, B1. So, with that, you came about with the number 5. What's the significance of the number 5?
So the number 5, of course, again, shout out to Cap off the side and to the Qs. So Keith was number 5 on his line. J5 is important to the Cap. So, and it was our 5th year. And this particular cigar, we wanted to play off the number 5.
Right.
5th year, he number 5 on his line, J5, and the tobacco was aged for 5 years.
Wow.
So, and we dropped it like on the 25th or something like that, if I'm not making a mistake. So it was like a thing of 5s
Yeah.
that we wanted to keep, very sentimental to us. Like I said, everything we do, we try to put some type of thought and a unique, touch to everything that we do.
Right. So, with the blend, right? How'd you come up with the blend for what you wanted on the number 5?
All right. Wow. So, like I said, we went over to Nicaragua, Esteli, and while we was there, we went to the fields to visit the field. We wanted to see how the process works from start to finish, from seed to cigar.
Right.
Right. So, and we was able to see that. We saw how they planted the seeds to a little bit, when they grow to a little bitty plant, to a bigger plant. Then you'll see them transfer it to another section where they're getting ready to put them in the fields, plant them in the fields, the whole process. Right. So we did that, and then we went to I call it the processing center. I don't know what they call it, but that's where after the tobacco's cured out,
Right.
they've put it in the bundles, and then they take it to this place where they actually work it, because different leaves are used for different sections.
Right.
So some leaves are used for the wrapper, which they have to be really delicate and taken care of. Some leaves are used for the binder and the filler, which is not as important as far as the appearance. So they went there and they were showing us the different stages of how they do it.
Right.
So it's this big warehouse, and it's dark. It's kind of humid in there.
Right.
And we was able to see the different bundles, stacks, piles of the different year tobacco. So they had everything from 1 year to 10 years.
Wow.
So the owner of the factory, he rolled up on the spot, a cigar for me to try. Try this one out, see what you think. Then I smoked that, I'm like, okay, all right, it's pretty good. All right, well, let's try this 3 year. So we tried that. All right, we're gonna try the 5 year, and then finally we tried the 10 year. And they were all good. What we was explaining is that, the more it ages, the smoother it gets.
Right.
And how the different notes and flavors kind of infused into the cigar,
Right.
into the leaf.
Right.
So we ended up sticking with the number. We ended up sticking with the number 5 tobacco because the 5 year, because of again the 5 thing. So I really wanted the 10 year, but I
Right.
said let's just go with the 5.
Well, it's coming soon. Like
Coming soon.
that's on down the road. But the 5 was what's aligned for you in this process, right?
That's right.
And on this journey. So we have the J5, we have the fifth position in line,
Number 5.
number
yes, sir.
5. So 3, 5, 7.
Okay.
All day.
Yeah,
You know.
So guys, because I always feel like I always think in that process 3, 5, 7. I always look for signs and 3s. So I always thinking like 3, 5, 7 because like I always want a decision made, right? So the 5 is significant to me. It's actually my lucky number.
Wow.
So that's why I was like, tell me more about the 5, right? I'm actually smoking the number 5, and it's a damn good stick.
Appreciate you.
Guys, if you're watching this episode, and those of you that are watching this episode, if you stayed long enough to see this episode, we're going to do a giveaway. With your permission, with your blessings.
Okay.
I would like to do a 3 or 5 pack
Okay.
giveaway. Guys, type in Black Stogie Cigar Company underneath this episode once it drops on YouTube. And we're going to give away a 5 pack. We're going to announce the lucky winner. I'll give it about a week after of us uploading this episode. So type in Black Stogie Cigar Company underneath this episode, and you'll be entered in to win the 5 pack giveaway. So when you were at the farm, what was the soil like there?
Soil was amazing, man. It's something I've never seen in my life. The soil was so rich and dark. It was refreshing, to be honest, to see. And the process for them to plant, it was all hand done. And we're talking acres of field that you looking, and it's never ending.
Wow.
And the process that the farmer who plant our seeds, he's been in the business 70 years.
Are you saying 7D or
Yes,
70?
70.
70. How old is this man?
He started when he was 13 years old. Yep.
Wow.
So that's got to be like 83 years old.
God, oh.
And he's up, moving just like me and you moving, smiling, laughing. He loves it. He said there's nothing else that's fulfilling for him. And when he went through the process, he got his stuff. And when he put it into the soil, it just went in and he planted the seed, covered it up. And again, they do it for miles.
Wow.
Miles. And another very thing that is intriguing to me, there was like a road where everybody walked. So his farm, actually, there's a secondary farm for your premium cigars
Wow.
that people smoke. So the same soil and seeds that we use for Black Stogie are also planted in the same soil and seeds that are planted in the premium cigars that everybody like to enjoy and smoke today.
Wow. Wow. So you guys are premium cigars. You just don't have that legacy as far as the lineage,
That's
right? So you guys are in the same soil
Same soil.
as like a Placencia, as like a Luciano, or as like the big name brands.
Absolutely.
But you guys are just in your own lane.
In our own lane.
Man, I love that. I love that. So guys, understand that you're getting good quality when you pick up Black Stogie Cigar Love. So Black Stogie Cigar Company is not just here for a little bit, it's here for the long haul. So you start out with a premium, you get premium, and it's gonna be all the way through. From soil to farm, from farm, soil to factory to your hands. the journey is there. So sit back with Black Stogie Cigar Company, light it up with your Kingpin Luxury torch. You can pick it up at kingpinluxury.com, by the way, or come here to Pendium Cigar Lounge, located here in Fort Worth, Texas, and pick up Black Stogie Cigar Company out of the humidor. So guys, how can we find you? How can we connect with you?
You can find us on social media, Instagram, Black Stogies. You can find us on Facebook, Black Stogie Cigar Company. You can find us on TikTok, Black Stogie Cigar Company. Email address is blackstogies.com. Yeah, there it is.
And you can find us
website.
And you can find us on our website. If you go to our website, go to the location area, you can find all the different locations that we're in throughout the United States. And international is coming soon. So check us out on our website. Check our location. Go visit. Buy Black Stogie.
Awesome, brother. Hey, family, I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you sitting down with me. I'm looking forward to everything that you have going, everything that you're going to continue to do, and many more successes. Guys, remember to like, subscribe, share the channel. Boss Talks on the Rooftop. Check out our guys, Black Stogie Cigar Line, coming to a lounge near you. And remember, storms don't last, but your home should. Peace. Two things.